Hello, everybody! It's so good to see you. So good to see you. It's 10 a.m. on Sunday morning in Studio B9 in Carpinteria, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for the Dennis and Laura Pancake Breakfast Show! Why don't I lick every one of you? Well, he's excited this morning.
Well, he has every reason to
That
be
dog.
excited. Oh, my wet locks.
We got pancakes on the griddle, we got eggs getting broken, we got bacon in the frying pan, can't you hear it sizzle? We got OJ, we got syrup, we got butter by the pound. Feels like something's missing, well, I wonder where it's at. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Well, I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling kinda groggy. My joints are kinda achy, my brain is kinda foggy. Take a shower and a shave, I'm still feeling pretty mean. Well, I get up in that kitchen and I grind me up some beans. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Well, it's time to start the show. We got pancakes on the griddle. Got eggs getting broken. We got bacon. Can't you hear it sizzle? We got OJ, we got syrup, we got butter by the pat. Feels like something's missing, well, I wonder where it's at. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Well, it's time to start the show. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Well, it's time to start Dennis and Laura, Laura and Dennis, Pancake Breakfast Show. Alrighty then.
Where is that coffee?
Where is that coffee? I don't think there's enough coffee this morning. Come and get it. Look, I can't even work the triangle. Come and get it.
What a sad state of...
Oh, gosh.
Well, you know,
Remember in the old days we could stay out until midnight or 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 4 a.m.?
All night in the desert.
Get up and be ready to do something at 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Those days are over.
Yeah.
Those days are gone.
Hungover from too much fun.
Yeah.
Yesterday. If there's such a thing as too much fun. I don't know if there is. Well, I'm just going to greet everybody because I can. But I need this first. Here's the magic mirror. Magic mirror will tell all. Magic mirror is looking, it's seeing, it's recognizing It's honing in. And now, modern technology is going to assist me in greeting the people that I see on my screen. Oh my goodness, look at all these people. There's Vicky May. Hi, Vicky. Good morning to you. Down there in Oceanside area, there's Cynthia Cohen in Monrovia. Oh, that was charming. And Kathy Luna. Hi, Kathy. Happy Sunday, happy August to you. There's Marion and Jack.
What are they doing now that the Tour de France is over? Maybe they're watching the Tour de France Femme.
The Tour de France what?
Femme.
Oh, femme. Yeah, right. Yeah, maybe.
The women's race.
What are you guys doing to replace it? It's been a difficult transition for us with no Tour de France to watch. Anyway, there's Erin, and you know, there she is up there in Northern California with Tyler and Archer and Roxanne. They're just glued to the screen watching us, right? Hey, is that my talking music? I guess it is. There's Johnnet. Hey, Johnnet, how fun was that to hang out and see all the I was gonna say old faces. Don't really want to do that, but anyway.
See the faces from theater shows past.
Oh, so much fun. Oh, so much goodwill in that room last night. That was really great. Anyway, great to see you in 3 dimensions, as they say, even if it was for a limited time. So Marion says they're wandering around wondering what to do with themselves at 5 a.m. That's right, you guys are really hardcore, getting up first thing in the morning. Okay, so those are the people who have checked in. Let's play some music. Although you're already playing some music.
I thought that was pretty true.
It was.
All right.
I like it.
1, 2, 1. All the wandering life, I'm so over it. Tried on this and that, but it never fit. Till your hand in mine fit like the water fits the sea. Now when I turn around and see your smiling face, I know I'm right where I wanna be. I know I'm right where I wanna be. All the ups and downs, they don't surprise me now. One thing goes, another comes around, and all is beautiful for as far as I can see. Now when I turn around and see your smiling face, I know I'm right where I wanna be. I know I'm right where I wanna be. It's a smile as deep as it is wide, from a heart with nothing left to hide. You tell me that the rising tide is only water. You see your own reflection when you look into my eyes, and I see mine when you look back at me. And when I turn around and see your smiling face, turn around and see his smiling face, I know I'm right where I wanna be. I know I'm right where I wanna be.
Wow, that was quite an exclamation from my accordion.
I know. What's up with that?
Right.
What's up with that?
I don't know. What's up with that? What's up?
What's up with that?
Look, baby B just came in. She's logging on from the road.
En route to
She's
see
gonna
the
go
waitress.
see Waitress.
Waitress, that musical, Sir Bareilles.
What is that song that I really like? La, 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 la. La, 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 la. I can't remember the hook, but anyway, that's got to be a great show. Enjoy, enjoy. I want a full report. Your reports are always so much richer
That was weird.
than the average person.
Our screen went black for a second. I
Eek.
must have accidentally touched the screen.
Uh-oh. I hope that's not a bad sign. Anyway,
See, we're just excited that Spinal Tap, Part 2, the movie, is coming out.
right.
Like none more black.
Hey, would somebody comment just to make sure that we still have people here?
We still have people here. I see people there.
Well, I just saw one person leave. It was 6, now it's 5.
Ah.
So I'm just a little concerned.
Let's play a song.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Whoops, what was this?
Oh, God. Do that again. We're an A, huh?
Night sky, black top, rolling to a stop. Up shift, down shift, it's nobody's fault. In the middle of the lonesome, waiting for a sign. Should've known better than to get off the main line in a place where it won't rain. In a place where it won't rain. Flashlight or a fire, there's nothing here to burn. Just a hunger to get somewhere, and a thirst that keeps returning. There's no chance of going back, there's nothing left to lose. Forgetting and remembering, trying to gain some clues in a place where it won't rain. 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 There's a train without a track. There's a boat without a lane. There's a heart without a love. There's a desire without an end. Night stars, black top, sit or start to walk. Nothing left, nothing right. It's nobody's fault. In the middle of the silence, waiting for a soul. The path must have been traveled if there's already a road in a place where it won't rain. In a place where it don't rain. Well,
That's where we were yesterday.
we sang that song about 100 times yesterday.
Yeah.
Not 100, probably about 6
I'm just not used to singing that harmony.
for recording. We were recording. Probably end is getting close to being in sight.
I know, it's amazing after all this time. Going back to sessions that we did in December. Adding layers.
Yeah, we had a recording that we started last June that's been interrupted several times, but we're kind of back on track. And
Yep,
got the lead vocals are all done.
yep. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Cynthia says the screen did go black twice.
Well, I think what happened is I reached over to touch this device.
Don't do it. Yeah.
And when I touched that device, I dragged my hand over and accidentally touched that, and it made everything go black. But then, quick thinking, I saw that it was black, and I put my hand on that square, and there you go.
That's what happened. Okay.
That's what happened there.
Always good to get the full
And I did it
story.
I almost did it by accident again. Actually, it wasn't. I touched that screen, and my thumb touched
Oh,
that.
stop
and
it!
then I
You're
went back.
gonna scare people.
I know. They're gonna think the world.
I know.
I was gonna say they're gonna think the world has gone into chaos, but they already know that the world has gone to chaos.
Right.
So
We're just adding to the mayhem
we just don't want it to
because we
make
can.
them any more nervous than everybody already is.
I know. There's Ken Bronstein. At least he's on my device. Hi, Ken, if you're still there. Very nice to see you. What's going on up there
In Washington,
in Washington? Say hi to Marla for
my
us.
grandma in Kansas would say Washington.
Did she?
Warsh.
She said
They
Washington.
would say Warsh. Why don't you put that in the Warsh?
Oh yeah. I think my mom did that for a little while before she lost her Kentucky accent. What in the world? Hey Ken, are you still there? Guess what I got to sight read last Tuesday night on cello, which I haven't played in 3 years. That's right, Dvorak 8. I got to conduct it on my graduate recital, and you were the principal oboist, if you're still there. It really brought back some great memories. I've never played it, and it's a hard cello part. Oy vey. I played downbeats. Anyway, it was really great fun. And Nancy Matheson was playing first clarinet. Yeah. There's Crystal. She's calling us lovelies again.
Oh, that's so nice. Makes you feel lovely. Hey, I still have the episode thing on there all this time.
Well, we're just a little bit.
Well, we went to see, there was a theater reunion for people who did theater in the Antelope Valley. So we went over there
It was last
after
night.
we were recording for several hours, and then we drove over there, and that it was really nice get to catch up with some of those people we haven't seen. We forget, we moved out of the desert 15 years ago.
Crazy, isn't it?
So, since then, our home has been out here in the coast. But
Great to see those familiar faces, and it's helped. One of the things that has been helpful about Facebook is that at least we've been able to keep up with the buddies that we made over in the Antelope Valley, and so that was really great. Yeah, it's like where do we begin about how cool that was?
Yep. Well, you realize, of course, Laura's conducted many of those theater shows. And I played guitar for a few, and I was on stage for some. So it was kind of funny to be there when, I think, what was it, 96, 97 is what people said it was. I was a jet in West Side Story.
That's right, and then Marco was a shark, and so you got to glare at each other across the
That's
table.
right. So yeah, we were sitting right across from each other too.
I know.
I was going to go,
Could have been a rumble.
shark,
Right there at Crazy Autos.
rumble. Yeah.
So there's Dan Leesburg.
Hi, Dan.
Dan just came in. Hi, Dan. Good morning. And I don't know if I greeted Robert Parker, but when I smiled when his name came up. Anyway, how are you doing, Robert? Good to see you. And wow, okay. Let's do this
We're going
next
to do
one,
this song.
which we did also
God,
yesterday.
I keep touching the screen by accident.
Stop
It's
it,
so
dear.
weird. Don't mean to. Huh? What?
Nothing. It's just the feel. It feels different.
One hot summer afternoon, we were walking home from school. The desert pavement burned our feet. From Lancaster Boulevard to Caperton Street. Talking talk, being 15, eyes full of hope, hearts full of dreams. I got a guitar and you had drums, making noise in the garage among the junk, playing on and on to the last sliver of sun. On hot summer nights, driving out to join the tribe. Anywhere could be a stage, high school gym or a backyard rager. Singing songs of being young, eyes ain't focused, hearts beat strong. Your drums and my guitar made a noise to join the stars riding on and on to the last sliver of sun. Time goes on, days go on, years go by, years go by. On this hot autumn day, talking and traveling down memory lane, decades drop and fall like leaves to the day we first believed. I hear the choir and I pray they'll have the courage to age with grace, leave our hair to turn gray, let the laugh lines crease our face as we go. Running on to the last sliver of sun, to the last sliver of sun.
All our desert songs.
We're doing desert songs. Laura picked a set list and she picked the desert songs, which is good. Well, we were out in the desert yesterday, so a reminder of all the desert songs.
Yeah. So much has changed and so much has stayed the same.
Yep.
It's
yep.
weird, man.
It's weird how that happens.
What were some things that we noticed? Oh, the temple,
There was a big Hindu temple that we had never seen.
gigantic.
We were driving just along 30th Street West, and all of a sudden there's this big, giant Hindu temple.
It was beautiful.
And then there was a Sikh temple across the street. I kept saying tempo instead of tempo. Temple. So that was interesting.
It was very. I liked it. made me happy, strangely happy. And then there were buildings that I thought should be one building, but they weren't. In anyway, you know.
Well, it's you go back to a place you haven't been there for a really long time. Things change.
We went past all of our old houses.
Yep.
The old house on Cosina.
All the places we had lived together.
The house on Cosina looks so big now. That was a gigantic house. Anyway, it was fun to reminisce, see our old stomping grounds. Well, should we do the wish? Is it time?
Yep, I think it's time.
What do you think, guys? Got something to wish for? This first Sunday in August? There's plenty to wish for. Okay, so. Do I get my camera?
Yep. There's your camera.
I got my camera. I got my seasonal crown. Doesn't this just like scream summer? We've got shells, we've got precious gems. I don't know how precious they are, but many shells reminiscent of sea life and mermaids and stuff. Okay, so putting on the crown. I've got my wand. Okay, so formulate your wish. I'm going to count 3, 2, 1, and then I'm going to bop Stryker, our producer, on the nose with my wand, at which point your wish will be granted. So here we go. Got your wish? 3, 2, 1. May your wish be granted. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ah. Wow. That was some
I think that was a pretty good one.
powerful wish. Should we wish Jeff a happy birthday even though he's not signed
He's not
on?
watching, but we got a friend, Jeff Collier, who's got a birthday today. So happy birthday, Jeff, out there in the world,
We
wherever
should
you
just
are.
call him and leave a message on his voicemail and sing to him. Because we have the technology.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know. It was sort of a rockin'. We should just, after every show, go back to where you launch into these wild things and take them down. Use them for. Yeah.
Sometimes I miss LA when I get stuck in traffic. Then I look in my rear view to see who is behind me. Sometimes I miss LA when the temperature starts climbing and the sky's a perfect blue, and the clouds have said goodbye. Sometimes I miss LA, the night just sat with your famous guacamole. Sometimes I miss LA when I pay too much for coffee and they mispronounce my name the way you used to do to tease me. Funny how it goes. Funny what reminds me. Funny how we roll. Oh, way down that old highway. Sometimes I miss LA. Your reflection in the window. When I walk by shops that line the street, the way they do on Melrose. Sometimes I miss LA. When street signs turn to Spanish, seems like we could have made it work. How come we couldn't make it work? Funny how it goes. Funny what reminds me. Funny how we roll. You went your way, I went my way. Funny how it goes. Funny what reminds me. Funny how we roll. Go way down that old highway. Sometimes I miss LA when I get stuck in traffic. When I look in my rear view to see who is behind me.
Worked on that one a lot yesterday.
We did. Worked on that one in the recording studio. In the studio.
Yep. Erin likes it. What is she saying? She doesn't often miss LA. When we play it, she does miss it. What a compliment that is, huh?
Well, you know, I was just thought it was so interesting that like the character could like be triggered to miss some place because of a negative aspect of that place.
Yeah.
So getting stuck in traffic and go like, God damn it, this is like LA traffic.
But it's just like, you know, this annoying thing that then you miss when it's gone.
Right. And then you go like, oh, gosh.
Kind of like, you know, you're sitting
Well, no,
here.
it's something that triggers the memory of another place. So
Yeah. Or it could be a person, too. Like, you know, you could be sitting here on the couch working a crossword puzzle and I'd say, okay, I'm going to the store, and you'd go, and then I'd be gone for 10 minutes and you'd start to miss me, even though I'm annoying. Right?
I don't think it's the same thing.
I don't either. You're right. And I don't think I'm that annoying anyway. I don't know where I came up with that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. Marianne likes it too. We like playing it. It's very fun. What was I going to ask Robert? Oh, hey, Robert, did you see Robbie Folks' post this morning about how people in Montana asked him if he ever plays with a band, and he kind of waxes eloquent on what it means to play with a band, which means, yeah, it's like having a drummer and a bass player up there with you. And he's like, you're like really contemptuous of them. It's like, isn't it enough that I travel with like the best fiddle player on the planet, you know?
Right.
Anyway. I love that guy. He cracks me up. That's right. There's not an annoying bone in my body.
That's right. Not an annoying bone.
I want a t-shirt that says that. I think some people would disagree, but anyway. Yeah, it's not the most giant of his posts because we know how long those can go on, but no, it's a pretty decent rant. And I was going to ask somebody else something, but I can't remember what. Crystal, I thought of you last night because there was a karaoke machine there last night. Only one song was sung, but it was Summer Lovin', so of course I thought about you in Greece. Anyway, that's where my mind goes.
Was she a Rizzo? She was a Rizzo.
She was Rizzo. She was a great Rizzo. Are you kidding me?
She was Rizzo.
It was a different cast that was singing it last night, though. That show's been done so many times in the Navy. And you played on most of them.
Yeah, I've played in the pit orchestra for Greece too many times.
It's to the point where you can't really count them.
No. Actually, it's a fun show to play for a guitar. I don't know if it's a fun show to play for a guitar player because all the songs are the same. So.
It's fun to play on piano, I can tell you that. If you got a rockin' band, you trained your chorus well.
There was that time. I mean, we did have. Let me see. We had some good bands. Each time I can do A. Well, let me see. The first time I played it, I think Jim Bistany might have been the bass player.
Well, say what you want about Bistany. He's a good bass player.
Matt Henninger was the other guitar player.
Oh wow, that must. When was that?
This is at Palmdale Rep.
The first one, yeah. The first one that you did.
See, here's the thing: is like people go like in the Antelope Valley because somebody will do like Grease, and then they won't do it for 10 years, and then they'll do Grease again, and then somebody else, so another theater company will do Grease. So they'll always go like the first one that was in the collective memory is the first Grease that we did,
right?
Like in 1988 or something,
right?
And then there's Grease. The second Grease was in like the 90s or something.
Well, that was what was funny. We were talking
it's a
to
very
El
funny
Michael last
thing
night
that
about
happens there.
With Jesus Christ Superstar, and
right.
I was trying to tell him this anecdote. Remember the time when the music completely stopped, and he kind of looked at me blankly, and I said, oh, that was when Raimi was Jesus, and he said, and then you said, yeah, Michael was the second coming of Jesus.
Yeah, he actually said that at the same time.
Oh, did you? Well, great minds, you know.
There's a full moon on the rise. The stars and satellites are twinkling like gems in the sky. I'm looking up from the back of my old truck. It's just the yodeling reptiles tonight. Well, I strum my guitar where the doggies roam far, and the jackrabbits run for their life. Then the coyotes flee where the dirt bikes jump free over the yodeling reptiles and me. Well, the morning's approaching, subdivisions encroaching, needing wide open spaces to park their Is that a full moon on the rise or a new traffic light? Ask the yodeling reptiles and me. They plowed down another stand of Joshua trees and built a Walmart, a McDonald's, and a Starbucks coffee. Is that a full moon on the rise? Is that a full moon on the rise? The stars and satellites are twinkling like gems in the sky. I'm looking up from the back of my old truck, just me and the yodeling reptiles tonight. Just me and the yodeling reptiles tonight. Just the yodeling reptiles and me. A song about desert nights.
Yeah, it was a really beautiful desert night last night, I have
Yes,
to say.
it was. You forget about that. You know, it's 100 degrees every day, and it's hot, it's windy, and then it usually, wind dies down about 8:30, 9 o'clock. It's warm. Kind of sit out there in the middle of nowhere looking at the stars.
Yeah, it's just quieter. I don't know. There are some good things to be said about the desert.
Well, Cynthia Cohn asked, which was the greasiest?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. That's a great question.
Well,
actually.
here's the thing. So I did it. I think the first time was actually pretty good and pretty fun. And then the next time that I played it was actually pretty good and pretty fun. Although I think in that one I was almost kicked out of the theater because the technical director,
Excuse me.
the technical director thought he was smart enough to run the soundboard and almost deafened Laura and the rest of the orchestra pit with lasting feedback.
My left ear has never been the same.
Through the thing, and I yelled, "Hey, turn the fucking music down, or turn the fucking thing down." And then he was going, "You cannot use the F word in my theater." And I said, "Well, get competent enough to know when to turn the fucking thing down."
It escalated.
And it was, anyway, some people came to my defense, and I was able to stay in the theater. Let me see. The most interesting thing to me was I didn't know when I did Grease for a children's. There was a children's theater company that did Grease.
Oh yeah.
And I played for this a couple times, and they. The funny thing about it is, like, I didn't know that they had, like, there was an actual rewritten script for children's theater for Grease.
Oh yeah.
And I was going like, what? Because these kids are like from like 7 years old to some of them through high school.
Yeah.
And I'm going, wait, but like, you know, Rizzo gets pregnant and like they're doing this stuff and everything, and you know
They just make getting in trouble being a
right,
different.
in Greece, you know, Rizzo
She
gets
sneaked out of
in
her
trouble,
bedroom or
meaning she thinks she's pregnant, and
Right.
then later on she we find out she's not.
But that doesn't happen in the children's version.
In the so I'm sitting there going like, what? And then like, yeah. So I'm going like, okay. And then not only that, but they didn't. Yeah. So so I'm sitting there in the pit going like, oh, this is gonna be weird. And then I think in that one they later say that, oh, you were in trouble, Rizzo, and Rizzo. Yeah, because she snuck out of the house was how she got out of it. She was in trouble for sneaking out of the house.
Right. She was like, yeah.
So it was a little less dramatic, like when she goes like, "Oh no, I'm okay,"
Yeah,
and
right.
whatever.
Yeah. So, but what do you mean by the greasiest?
So, but
That's
the
what I wanna-
greasiest, I would say, in terms of like that being kind of the weirdest, that was the greasiest.
Okay. Or if you want to say greasiest is like the most
It was also like the least. Let me see.
authentic.
So, yeah.
You could say the greasiest would be the most authentic one.
And it wasn't in terms of. I mean, the kids were good, but the others were like pretty much professional level, and that one was, definitely an amateur summer camp production of it.
They put it together in 3 weeks or something.
Not to take anything away from the kids who put it together in
3
weeks. They had like a 3-week camp where they did everything, so it was pretty amazing. But it was still. Here's the greasiest thing about it. When I was hired to do it, I already had gigs, and I told the music director, "Look, I got gigs at this time and this time, so I was going to miss part of the rehearsal and one of the shows." So they did an early show that was like from 2 to 4 o'clock, and I said, "If you guys, I know that so I have to be somewhere." And then the late show was at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and I had a gig that evening playing for a wedding.
Right.
So I told the guy ahead of time, "I can play it, but I'm going to have to bail to be at this wedding by 5 o'clock. So if you guys run over time, I'm leaving the orchestra pit." So I had to leave the orchestra pit because they went over. And right during the intermission of the last show, he came up and said, "Hey, the producers of the show really don't think it's fair that everybody else who was here got paid for the whole time, and then you weren't here for rehearsal, and then you had to skip out. So they're going to dock your pay like $70."
How greasy is that?
That's pretty greasy. So I'll give that one the greasiest.
Okay.
That's the greasiest.
Okay.
Greasiest.
So see, Cynthia, we're taking your question seriously here.
Yeah, we are pondering this.
Yeah. We'll be working on this on our way to breakfast probably.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Still be thinking. Yeah.
I hear somebody rattling around in their cage.
Right.
Don't know quite what to do about it.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you, that sounds pretty greasy when somebody agrees to pay you a certain amount of money or a certain amount of dog food and you don't get it. Oh gosh, I remember one time I was doing the surf report for a different live Facebook feed, and I had to just walk right out of there because they said, "We're going to give you 2 cups of rubber dog chow," and I got no cups of rubber dog chow, and I was furious. I was furious. Furious, get it? Furious. Okay, but hey everybody, you can just cool right off whenever you get all heated like that. Jump in the ocean. It's 1 to 2 feet. Fair to poor conditions. Need a thigh high for an adult. But remember, if you're a 6-inch kid, that's a big overhead wave, and you gotta be careful. Gotta watch. Never turn your back to the ocean, they always say, and they are right about that. You could get clobbered by the 2-footer, and that coming down on a 6-inch kid is going to throw you right down into the sand. So remember that, everybody, and be safe. We got 3 knots wind today. Low tide is just happened at 10:37 a.m. So if you want to enjoy the low tide, the tide pools, and all that stuff, run out there right after the show. Get out there. You might see some of the critters out in the old tide pools if you get out there in time, or sometimes low tide is a good time to go surfing too. We got high tide is at 6:03 p.m. So if you're a high tider, you can get out there at 6. Have some fun. Make sure that your blanket is far away from the breaking waves if you set it out there at 10 o'clock this morning. Hey, the water temperature is a nice 65 degrees, and it's 69 degrees of high outside today. Well, partly cloudy. It's all partly cloudy today. Yep, partly cloudy. Hey, Spike. Hey, Ray, what's up? Hey, you know, when I was on my way here, I got tangled up in a triangle. You got tangled up in a triangle? Yeah, one of my fins got tired up. It got all stuck in a triangle and everything. It made a little tinkling sound. Wow, a tinkling sound. Yeah, man, a tinkling sound. Okay. Hey, do you have a joke that you were going to say there? Yeah, man, I stopped for a second because I didn't know if it would be that funny. Oh, yeah? Well, what about this triangle? Well, you know what? Here's the thing, you know, us Rays, sometimes when we travel along, we glide this way, we glide that way, we glide toward the surface, we glide down deep, we glide this way, we glide that away, we keep gliding, and sometimes we wind up in the Bermuda Triangle. Wow! And you know what? When you wind up in the Bermuda Triangle, it makes a sound too. It does. Yeah, it makes a tinkling sound like this. Wow! Yeah. It makes a big sound when you're in the Bermuda Triangle. That's why I think people get all, you know, lost in the Bermuda Triangle. You get in the Bermuda Triangle and then you hear this. And then you're all disoriented and everything, and you're all like you've been gliding along. Boop, 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 boop. And then all of a sudden, dang! And then you get out of the Bermuda Triangle, and everything is calm again. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, man, so we don't recommend going to the Bermuda Triangle. In fact, we kind of stay away from Bermuda altogether. But I mean, me, I like the west coast of California, and I just like to glide around out there. I like to glide between the shore of Santa Barbara and the Channel Islands, and the shore of Santa Barbara and the Channel Islands. Oh, yeah, it's a good place to be. It's nice, it's mellow, it's chill, it's cool. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, I like it out here, too. It's mellow, it's chill, you got the ocean, you got a tasty breeze, it's cool, it's groovy. Yeah, I think I'm going to go out and, even though it's partly cloudy, go lay outside and soak up some rays. I love that gag. See you later, Spike. See you later, Ray. Wow.
They do have fun swapping jokes, those two.
Yep, they sure do.
Hey, you know what we've got in the freezer?
Tamales.
We've got tamales.
Yeah, hot tip. It's the last day of Fiesta in Santa Barbara. It's crowded down there. There's a lot of tourists in town for old Spanish days, but it's a celebration of the heritage, the Spanish Mexican heritage of Santa Barbara. So it's a fun time. Now, we don't go to they had a big equestrian parade on Friday. We didn't go to that because we took that opportunity while everybody was at the parade to go to, here's the hot tip, everybody. If you're in town and you're going to Fiesta, go over to Our Lady of Guadalupe Church. Guadalupe. I can't pronounce words today. Go to Our Lady of Guadalupe Church. You got to get there early. They open at 11. And then you go in and they have food, all kinds of food, just delicious food. But
all
the
homemade.
Most delicious, all homemade by the people there at the Our Lady of Guadalupe Church. It's like a mini fiesta. They got a stage. They got dancers. They got singers. They got a good time out there. You can get a beer. You can get a wine. You can get a Coke. You can get a water. Yep. you can get aqua frescas.
Aqua fresca, all different
aqua frescas
flavors.
of all different flavors. But the tamales. Oh, goodness gracious.
So people go
to show you,
know
we
they're
went
in Spain.
Friday. We get in line. There's already 10 people in line in front of us at the tamale stand. Mm-hmm. And the guy in front of us bought $200 worth of tamales.
Yep. 2 bags.
2 big giant bags full. He's going to go home. He's going to freeze them. He's going to have delicious tamales all year long. And we ate 2 there, and we got 8 altogether.
Yeah.
And so we got 6 that we still have in the freezer. We can bring them out and eat for some special occasion.
Yep, like tonight. That's what.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we had those.
Yeah.
Glad you reminded me.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got another song to sing.
Yes.
We thank you all for tuning in every time. 267 shows now in the old
Locker.
in the locker in the show locker
In the vault.
in the vault in the Little Johnny's playing in the band. Little Johnny's up there with the big boys now. Everybody's giving him a hand. When he's playing his piano, and someday I wanna be like him, standing in the spotlight, laughing. Yeah, someday I wanna be like him, standing in the spotlight, laughing. Yeah, little Johnny, he's the man. Out on the road with the big time band. Little Johnny, making lots of friends. He's playing his piano. Someday I wanna be like him, standing in the spotlight, laughing. Yeah, someday I wanna be like him, standing in the spotlight, laughing. Yeah. Little Johnny's on the road again, out there making lots of friends. Little Johnny, he plays with grace. He's got on his piano case, and someday I wanna be like him, standing in the spotlight, laughing. Yeah, someday I wanna be like him, standing in the spotlight, laughing. Yeah, someday I wanna be like him, standing in the spotlight, laughing. Well, all right, everybody. Have an amazing week. May your August get off to a good start.
Vicky said we played all her favorites today.
Oh, that's cool. I'm glad.
That's good to hear. We recorded most of those now, so you'll be able to
Some of them you'll be able to
hear them in a rock version.
With the rock and roll with the band.
Yeah, with a drummer and the bass
Rocking like a
player.
band. Rocking like a band.